Hello folks, thanks for joining. My name's Colin McDuff and I'm the host of the Gallant Few Rangers podcast, and I'm coming to you straight after the final whistle of Rangers' first first leg in the tie against Borussia Dortmund. Maybe one of the more difficult post-match reactions that I've put up because I've genuinely been fucking speechless since the ref blew up. Rangers 4, Borussia Dortmund 2. An unbelievable result. Absolutely phenomenal, and I can't really shoot empty down for saying that this is up there with one of the best European results Rangers have ever had. Let's let's go through play by play then. I was, and I'm not just saying this in hindsight after winning. I was fairly happy with the lineup that Giovanni Van Bronckhorst went with. A lot of surprises because we you wouldn't have blamed him for putting in a Glenn Kamara instead of an Aribo or an Arfield or even a James Sands to go in and protect the back four. But Rangers lined up with our usual 4-3-3. Midfield three of Jack, Lundstrom and Aribo in front of them. Then a front three of Arfield, Morelos and Kent. And a lot of people really surprised at how positive a lineup that was. And I think that the only complaint you could potentially have, and we couldn't do too much, was Barisic coming in the left back, Bassi moving back to centre half, and there's no really complaint. Probably just maybe not the preference that we would have wanted. We would have wanted Balogun in there, but I actually thought Borna Barisic, despite having a fairly shaky start, he really grew into the game, and you've seen him get more and more comfortable. And we said this about Borna Barisic the last few weeks. He's a confidence player. We'll stay with Borna Barisic. Actually, I think that was the first big chance of the game. Some lovely play down the left hand side with him and Kent, and if Barisic has a right foot, Rangers go 1-0 up in the first 10 minutes. But no, he gets into the 6-yard box, and it's it fairly straight at the keeper. Morelos raging, screaming at him that he wanted to cut back. At that point in time, you wouldn't you wouldn't have been shot down for thinking this might be one of those games where that's a really big chance missed. But no, both teams continued to have their chances. Rangers did not look out of place at all during this match, despite Borussia Dortmund threatening and having a go. First goal comes thanks to VAR from the Rangers corner. Golston connects with a header, then the centre half, he's fucking cheerleading. He's stonewall penalty. Once you see the VAR review, and James Tavernier, cool, calm, collected as you like, sends the keeper the wrong way, 1-0 Rangers. And then shortly after, Rangers go 2-0 up, another corner kick, and we've seen this time and time again, Joe Aribo run into the front post. I think the most famous time is when he clips it off Callum McGregor and Rangers win 1-0 without having a shot on target at Parkhead. But Joe Aribo goes to the front post, clips it on, and you need to feel for him because it's actually going in for the Aribo header, but Morelos, being that the poacher that he is, runs in and just makes sure taps it, and then proceeds to run to the camera. And I'm not fluent in Spanish, but I can only imagine there was some profanity of a fucking yas, some sort of variation of that in a half time. And I think we're all in shock, and it's I very much wanted a no nonsense second half, like 2-0 away to Borussia Dortmund at half time. I mean, a lot of us would have bit your hand off for a 0-0 draw. But Rangers came out, and this is what really surprised me as well. And despite every time we scored another, or Dortmund scored another, Rangers were on the front foot. They didn't sit back and invite pressure. The pressing game was phenomenal in the second half, and it was a team press, and for a man, we were excellent in the second half, I thought. And the third goal comes from some terrific play with Ryan Kent down the left hand side. We said in the preview for this game that Kent's been frustrating this year, but this is why you have him in these games. He's the only player on the Rangers team who can have that trickery, and creates something out of nothing. He beats 3 players, cuts the back for John Lundstrom, and Lundstrom fires it into the far post with the left peg. Just on Lundstrom, he's man of the match for me tonight. I thought him and Ryan Jack were terrific in the middle of the park, and I find it very hard to see any other combination in that midfield too, and that anchor. If they're both fit, they were phenomenal, and they complement each other so well. Well taken goal. Borussia Dortmund get one back. A fine finish for Jude Bellingham, and at that point it's almost like the old firm feeling. Regardless of how far ahead you are, you know, until the final whistle goes, anything can happen. And but no, Rangers, as I said earlier, continue to press, continue to push Borussia Dortmund back. They matched them in the middle of the park, and Borussia Dortmund had to work to create chances. The fourth goal came from another assist from VAR, and Joe Aribo playing Alfredo Morelos through. He gets to, I think it's a cross, a low cross. He actually goes to play, and the centre half kicks it in his own goal. Very strange that the linesman flagged him offside in the first place, because he was well onside. So thankfully we had VAR to make that 4-1. Only criticism really is for the second goal. It's an absolute thunderbolt from the Borussia Dortmund player. I forget who it was. Sorry, I don't really give a fuck if I'm being honest. I think leading up to that though, sloppy defending from Rangers, no getting to the second ball or third ball, then no closing down well enough. But for 25 yards out, it was a terrific strike. McGregor had no chance, and then Rangers just seen the game out. I had to pinch myself throughout this game, right up until the 90th minute, and I'm still in shock. Absolutely fantastic. So glad to see that so many Rangers fans did get in. I think we had a wee bit more than the away allocation, and seeing a Union Jack in the home end, brilliant. Hearing the Rangers fans in full song, terrific. I'm glad we had some supporters there. What a night. I'm so jealous. So high as a kite, as all you will be. Sort of brings us back down to earth, but this tide's far from over. We're in a really good place. We're 2 goals to the good. It's just a bastard that the away goal rule is no longer in play, but next week's going to be a cracker. We need to refocus, get ready for Tannadice, because that is the priority, and then Ibrox is going to be rocking next Thursday night. We've done the hardest part, which is we're halfway there. We just need to get over the line next week. Go and enjoy your night, everybody. Thank you for watching. Take care. We are the people.